Hi Scrapbookers, Megan here with another process video. And for this one I'm going to use these two pictures and that negative cut that I made with my silhouette. And so I kept it because I thought, oh, that looks kind of cool. And I thought it would be kind of fun to use it as a stencil or something. But then I had it on my scrapbooking table and I decided that it would look cool using it as part of the layout. So I'm just cutting down my pictures. And I wanted them to be the same size as that stencil cut, the arrow cut, we'll call it. So I just cut them down to be the same size as that. And now I'm just going through a paper pack that I have, and it's from my mind's eye. I got it off of scrapbooksteals.com for a really good price. I think that's where I got it. It was either there or at a local store, but I think it was scrapbooksteals.com. And so I picked this, it's like a pinkish, kind of peachish color as the background. Well, actually, it's more pink than it is peach. So here I am just trying to pick out some other colors to go with the blue and the pink. And I'm trying to use up scraps. Like for this layout, I wanted to use mainly scraps, except for that background paper. And I have had this Bohemia collection for just a few months, like maybe 6 months, maybe a little bit more than that. And so I'm finally using it, so that's kind of fun. So here I am going to use my ATG gun just to glue down the pictures onto that stencil cut. And I'm just trying to get it so that they are closer together because I wanted them to be one right on top of each other, and they were kind of crooked. That top one was kind of crooked. So I just straightened it out, and then I cut this, it's a striped piece of paper. I think I got it from Creative Memories, I think, a long, long time ago. It was either Creative Memories or Stampin' Up, I think, but I really think it was Creative Memories. And then this gray paper, it has polka dots on it. And this one, I think I got it from someone off of Craigslist. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And so I'm not quite sure who that was made by. But I just used the striped green. It's got green, orange, gray, and black on it. And I decided to put that one in the middle because I wanted to make sure that it was all the same height. I didn't want the middle of the pictures to be kind of like going down and then have the top of them being higher, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's why I put that little piece in the middle. And so now I'm just off trying to find other things to put on the layout. I think I was looking for washi tape is what I was looking for. And so now I am trying to look for another sheet of paper to put on the back of this. And I was thinking about doing that orange piece of paper just to back the arrows on. But then I decided that I didn't really like the way that looked, and I liked the gray. And so I put that away. Oh, and then I guess I pulled out one more sheet, but then I decided against it. So now I'm finally going to glue this layered top part. Holy cow, sorry. The pictures and the stencil cut I am going to glue down. And the arrows, I didn't want them to be all moving around, and so I just kind of glued every couple of places on there. I didn't glue every piece of the arrow parts down, just a couple of them. I really can't talk today. I apologize. My brain feels like wired or something. I don't know. And it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. Maybe that's why, because this is usually a time where I start to go down hills. So I'm really tired. But I pull out a couple of these embellishment pieces that I got in a Studio Calico kit, and I'm thinking about using them right there. And then I pulled out some other ones, but I decided I didn't really like the way those looked. I pulled out some wood veneer, and I'm just going to kind of go through them and then decide not to use them. And I'm pulling out more embellishments, just trying to figure out what on earth I want to do. So in front of me, I have a little embellishment thing. I don't know what to call it. Tray, I guess. It's not really a tray. It's like one of those organizing things for that you can get at the dollar store, those white little organizing things. And so I pulled out my doilies and some washi tape. I have this green, it's like a floral print on it, and I really liked the way that looked, and so I pulled off those embellishments right there on the side of the pictures, and I decided to put this washi tape there instead of those embellishments. So I'm going to kind of fuss with this for a little bit because I want it to be under the pattern paper as well as the pictures. And so I finally just cut it in half because I was annoyed with having to mess with it because it was kind of thicker than I had wanted it to be. So I placed it down and then I just lifted up the pictures and put the rest of it down underneath the picture and the paper. And now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put that doily and that little yellow clip. And so I'm thinking about doing it right there below the pictures. And I was going to cut out that little scallop speech bubble, but I decided against it because I didn't want to fuss with it. And I'm just pulling out a couple other things that I'm considering, you know, doing the date and stuff on. And these circles I made with my silhouette, and it was like a circle design that I had my silhouette sketch pens. Like I used those, and then I cut the circles out. And here I am pulling out some of these badges, thinking maybe I will use a badge on there over by the arrows. And then I decide against it, and I pull out that little circle and place it there, and I'm going to end up using that, and I'm just going to write the word Thanksgiving night on it. And I'm pulled out some of these Studio Calico stickers. They're just word stickers. The ones I decide to use are happy and snapshot. And I consider putting that there again, but then I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that, and so I stick with the circle. Which actually I think that I probably would have liked the badge better because the circle doesn't look that great, but whatever. So I cut that doily down and I'm going to place it down there on the bottom, and I end up putting that yellow clip with the picture perfect speech bubble that is made out of chipboard on top of the clip. And here I am just rolling the, what is it called, twine, and I just rolled it around my finger 2 or 3 times, and then I would kind of fuss with it a little bit and then glue it down. And so here I am writing Thanksgiving night on that tag, that circle tag, and I'm going to glue that down right where it's been. And now I'm just going to kind of glue down everything else that I have. I thought that tag up there on the top, it looked kind of plain, so I decided to put some of that washi tape behind it and put it at an angle over top the pictures, and I really like how that turned out. And here I am pulling out some of my little mini pony bead enamel dots that I made. I made them with mini pony beads, I guess I should say that, but they are my homemade enamel dots. And I did 3 little clusters on this layout. So each of them has enamel dots and the twine on them. And so I'm just kind of messing with the twine right now. I kind of got frustrated with it. I'm not as good at, you know, twisting it and making it come out looking all pretty as Nicole Jones is. So sometimes I had to keep, you know, doing it over and over and over. And here I am just pulling out more of those enamel dots to put on the layout. I started out with just 1, and then I decided to do 2 on each of the clusters. And I am now going to do the journaling. Well, I guess I'm going to glue down this doily and then do the journaling. Excuse me, I had to yawn. I had a little trouble there with my ATG gun, but I got it to work, and then I'm going to stick down this chipboard that is a sticker, so it already had an adhesive back on it. So I stick those down, and then I'm going to glue down this twine down there on the bottom. And I used, what is it called? Hold on, let's see. It is Scotch Scrapbooker's glue with 2-way applicator, and it's, my husband buys this for me for Christmases a lot. I have 2 of them now, and have I used it all up? Nope, not even one of them. I haven't even used half of one. And it's an okay glue. I use it for twine and stuff like that, but since like you can see here, I pulled out the Zig applicator. I think that's who that's by. Let's see. That's by Martha Stewart, and it's called the Fine Tip Glue Pen. And that one was working better because it would actually stick to the glue and not come up with my fingers. I mean, it still did come up with my fingers, but it was better at keeping it down. So here I am just making sure that the corners are glued down. And now I'm going to do my journaling. And the journaling just said, Grandma is the best bath giver. The boys loved, excuse me, the boys loved having her bathe them whenever we visited. And that is it. So I will show you some close-ups, and I will be back again another day with another layout. Thanks for watching. Bye.